Welcome to this episode of the podcast of Vuadens-Chan, where we're going to talk about innovation and in particular why my country, Switzerland, is one of the most innovative countries in the world. We're going to also look what we can learn from that for our own career development. But before we do that, I encourage you to subscribe to this podcast, available on all major platforms, so you can be directly notified of new episodes where we cover leadership, influence, communication, and relationships. So why is Switzerland one of the most innovative countries in the world, at the moment number 1 or 2, and for example has the highest ratio of patent application to population, almost twice higher than the next country, the Netherlands? So the first reason I see is the scarcity of natural resources. You see, there's a lot of mountain, but those don't have much resources, much more minerals. There's no real gold there and many other minerals that we can find. So out of that situation that only agriculture was the major industry, Switzerland was very, very poor, one of the poorest countries in Europe. So, for example, in the First World War, having no coal locally and having to import it was actually a geopolitical risk. So Switzerland developed electric engine, in particular for railway, and turned this from a need to a true innovation. And now Switzerland is leading the space of rail technology, especially electric one, and has 100% coverage of all the train lines that are actually electric, being also a major export as well. Secondly, world-class research institute. Not only is the ETH, particularly one in Zurich, fourth in Europe and first in continental Europe, but also together with the other universities, for example, the 8 Applied Science University, they develop practical solutions in partnership with companies and directly applying those. So very applied and practical research is being at the heart of the innovation in the country. Thirdly, highly skilled employees. Switzerland is third in the ranking of knowledge-intensive employment. And it has something truly unique, which is the vocational training, the apprenticeship or dual learning, where young people are integrated in the company and doing part-time studies, often being able to directly get an employment out of their studies. Also, there's no single exam that you could miss, but there are always bridges for learning. So you could start with vocational and then reaching university up even to a PhD. The fourth element that I see is that Switzerland is open to the world. Now, it has no real choice because the country is so small. But having already 4 national languages, plus English that is commonly spoken, a high export focus brings really some benefits to the export. And additionally, the country is open for talents from abroad. Many of the specialists in the country are coming from our neighbor countries like Germany, France, Italy, but also from countries like UK and USA and many other countries. The fifth element is the political stability. Switzerland enjoys over 100 years with a grand coalition. There is no ruling party and opposition. All major parties are together in the government. Actually, from left to right, all mix up together, finding solutions also together with the parliament, using consensus and consultations. That takes time, but it means that solutions that are decided would remain and not be turned or reversed by the next government, because that grand coalition is actually stable and remaining. So it's a slow but a stable system. Now you're wondering, fine, maybe it's interesting, what does it has to do with me? So let me just ask you a couple of questions of what you could take for your personal innovation. How can I turn my limitations into innovations? Maybe I'm having an issue could be a handicap, could be a limitation of some kind, and I found a way to go around it, and this is innovation that I can bring. Secondly, what unique skill can I develop? What can I bring and learn that I'm passionate about and that is truly innovative? And thirdly, going a little bit away from my own structure and limitation, learning about other cultures and languages so that I can so-called export my skill and my innovation. And I believe if you wonder about those three questions, you will find some hints of what could bring your career further and bring you truly in a unique way as a zone of genius for yourself. We will have other conversations on many topics of the kind in this podcast. So I really encourage you to subscribe to it, and I look forward to see you at the next episode. Bye.